right, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to line this with paper. And now the bottom one is going to go all of my home canned foods. So we're going to put all the jams and the jellies because I have a lot of them. So whenever I found home canned food, that's going to go in the bottom there. So I'm going to go ahead and take everything off the top. And we're just going to work our way down. And any food that I have to do something with it, I'm going to go ahead, put it in my basket. So this will be for supper tonight. I'm about to show you some food that some people would say is fodder, but picky people could starve. You know, you need to learn to eat all of the foods that you have lingering around in your refrigerator. So many times we live in a throwaway society where people think if it's just a little bit dried out that you throw it away. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing with some of the food in here to use it up. All right, the refrigerator looks a lot better. I took the food out that I need to work on. Let's go ahead and do that. So the first thing we're working on is I had some carrots in the refrigerator for about 3 months. They're a little bit wilted, but we are going to show you a way that you can preserve these even longer. So I'm cutting off the ends of it, and then I am going to go ahead and we are going to peel them. So when you have carrots like this, you know, a lot of people would say, oh, well, they're not very nice anymore. Now, I know as society changes, you know, people's thoughts on food has changed as well, but you would believe it or not, there's a lot of people who throw away a lot of food. Yet. Now, I know a lot of you, my viewers, are like, well, I don't do that, Tessie. I do what you do. But there are some people that maybe never thought about how can you preserve food, long-term storage like this, cleaning out the refrigerator. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to go ahead and clean all of these. And then I do have my compost bucket. And I'm being more precise in composting more. And not being lazy and just throwing stuff away. Having my bucket, that way it's easy just to put it in there. So let's work on the carrots. And what are we going to do to make them last longer without canning? All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put the carrots in these jars. Now, we are not pickling them. We're just adding water and salt. Salt is your friend. It will preserve these for at least 3 weeks to even a month later. This is a trick that my mother taught me that she learned through her childhood as being a Mennonite girl. Now I'm hoping I can fill these all up, but I think I have way too many. So I'm gonna have to get another jar. Now I am going to be using bottled water simply because I forgot to put water in my Berkey. So I am just gonna use bottled water. I don't wanna use my sink water for this. Normally I would be using my Berkey, but I have to fill it up. So we're just gonna go ahead, fill it up with water. Now we're gonna add salt. We just sprinkle the salt in. All right, let's stir it. Now this would keep your carrots from browning. And now you just use your carrots however you wish. All right, I'm gonna clean this up, then we'll work on the next project. So another way that I am saving money is I bought cheese in blocks and I'm gonna shred it myself. Now this little unit, I've had it for many years and it works really good. It's a little bit what you call a salad shooter type unit. So it really works great and efficient, and I decided to pull it out of my cupboards and use it. So now what I'm gonna do is shred cheese to freeze it. So that's the next thing what we're gonna do in the refrigerator. I have some old lemons. I'm gonna go ahead and freeze them to add to my drinks. And then I have a lot of these, and these are carrots, and they're so good, but the problem is we're not eating them. And these carrots are dill carrots. So I thought I would shred these up at the end, then I can add them to salads. And then we will use them up more. So I'm using up everything in my pantry. I'll show you my pantry in just a moment because you'll see quite a difference in it. So I had some lemons I decided to cut up and I put them in the freezer, and then that way I can use them for lemon water. I did wash the lemons ahead of time. I wash all of my produce ahead of time. It's just I do a lot of editing. So now I want to show you what my pantry looks like today, and those of you who are very observant would know there's a big difference in it. Now, some of you who are new to my channel would think this is still a lot of food, but we are really narrowing it down and we are using the food. We are eating the food, and it's in my daily videos here and there. So I do have a lot of cooking videos, but it's in my vlogs, so it's just throughout my day. As you can see, there's a lot of floor space. There's not a bunch of stuff sitting on the floor. This is a huge difference compared to what you've seen in the years past. All right, so now I'm going to take these sweet potatoes and I'm going to peel them, and I'm going to have them for lunch tomorrow. So these were really reduced. They don't look very nice, but I think they'll be perfect. I'm just gonna go ahead and peel them. Now I would have these as baked potatoes, but I'm not sure how nice they are on the inside. So I'm just gonna go ahead and peel them so I know that they're okay. I got all these for less than $1. So in hard times, you get reduced food whenever you possibly can. I want to thank a viewer for giving me some marigold seeds from her own property, and I'm going to be planting them here in this little raised garden bed. So thank you so much. It's so very kind of you. And to all of the people who provided me with some garden seeds, thank you. I'm so extremely happy for. Just a quick reminder, that if you are subscribed to my channel and you are not seeing my daily videos, it's because of one thing. YouTube has changed their notification button. If you subscribe to my channel, you want to go to the notification button. You want to click on that button and it will say preference. Click on the part that says preference. That will make sure that you receive the update of every one of my videos. Then you can choose which ones you want to watch. If you don't click on the preference, you will only get random videos of mine that YouTube decides to share. So you're basically missing out on my daily videos. If you do all of that and you're still not getting all of my videos, then make sure you unsubscribe, resubscribe, then click on the preference.